All right, shall we do another one? I think we shall. Welcome one, welcome all to Improv Bible Study here on the Junk Shop Library channel. We read it all. And it's all fucking stupid. That intro doesn't tell you what you're in for. I don't know what to tell you. We turn to the 16th chapter of Numbers today. What's the over-under on it being more tedious, nitpicky demands by a whiny little bitch of an almighty creature? Now you for sure know what you're in for. Numbers, 16th chapter, verses 1 and following. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Why then lift ye yourselves up above the congregation of the Lord? And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face. And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, Even tomorrow the Lord will shew who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him who he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. This do, take ye censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man to whom the Lord doth choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. And Moses said unto Korah, Hear, I pray you, ye sons of Levi. Seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation, to minister unto them? And he hath brought thee near unto him, and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee. And seek ye the priesthood also? For which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord? And what is Aaron, that ye murmur against him? And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, We will not come up. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself altogether prince over us? Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. And Moses was very wroth, and said unto the Lord, Respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, Be thou and all thy company before the Lord, thou and they and Aaron, tomorrow. And take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring ye before the Lord every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also, and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. And they fell upon their faces, and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the congregation, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Moses rose up, and went out unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they gat up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram, on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out, and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses said, Hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them. And the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. They, and all that appertained to them, went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also. And there came out a fire from the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter thou the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make broad plates for a covering of the altar, for they offered them before the Lord, therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be a sign unto the children of Israel. And Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers, wherewith they that burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial unto the children of Israel, that no stranger, which is not of the seed of Aaron, came near to offer incense before the Lord, that he be not as Korah, and as his company, as the Lord said to him by the hand of Moses. But on the morrow all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, Ye have killed the people of the Lord. And it came to pass, when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer, and put fire therein from off the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly unto the congregation, and make an atonement for them. For there is wrath gone out from the Lord, a plague has begun. And Aaron took, as Moses commanded, and ran into the midst of the congregation. And behold, the plague was begun among the people. And he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now they that died in the plague were 14,700, beside them that died about the matter of Korah. And Aaron returned unto Moses unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the plague was stayed. This shit is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God in a pig's eye. All right. So Mr. Korah puts him together a little posse, goes to Moses and says, Look, you ain't special. You done brought us out of Egypt, and we're grateful and shit. But you brought us out of Egypt so that we could go right over there. And now you say rather than go right over there, we got to go wandering around in the burning-ass desert for the next 40 years until everybody over the age of 20 has died. And conveniently, you're still going to be all judge and ruler over us. Because the man in the magic cloud on the special mountain back yonder way told you that that was how it was going to be. There's a lot of us children of Israel here, and not all of us are just real jazzed about this little one might almost say theocracy that you've sort of stumped up for yourself here. And Moses says, tell you what, everybody go light your incense first thing tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens. Surely there will be a sign. They go, okay, and they go back to the house. Well, they come out the next morning. 250 elders or princes or dukes or whatever title we're using now come to, dagnabbit, come out and they put all their incense in their censers and they light it and they stand there and wait. Moses and Aaron comes out. Moses says, okay, I have received word from the Lord. If everybody here dies of natural causes sometime in the future, then once that has come to pass, it'll be obvious that I'm full of shit. That I wasn't picked by the Lord God Almighty. On the other hand, if we were to happen to have a massive earthquake right now, and all of these families down to the little babies are to be swallowed up by an enormous sinkhole in the middle of the desert, well, then I guess everybody... Well, there they go. I will be darned. This will be a mighty convenient story to pass on to some folks once everybody over the age of 20 has died and I'm still ruling roughshod over everybody. And then fire from the Lord comes out and burns to death everybody who's holding their incense offering dangly-thingly. Moses turns to Aaron and says, tell you what, go around all these burnt up fuckers and save the metal from the incensey, heavy, dangly thingies, and we're going to make like the world's biggest cake cover to put over the Ark of the Covenant. So whenever anybody sees it, they'll remember what happened to the last set of fuckers who tried to supplant Aaron, your kids. Aaron says, all right, sounds like a plan. And he makes a cake cover and slops it down over the... And then... there's a wailing and a moaning. There's a horrible disease spreading through the people while they're running away from the giant-ass sinkhole. Moses says, hey, Aaron, quick. Take a censer full of incense and go right over there. And Aaron's reaction is not recorded. But I can't help but think, if I'd just seen 200 people holding exactly the same thing get burnt to death with celestial angry fire, and then the guy who told those 250 people to go over there and hold exactly that turns to me and tells me to go over there and hold exactly that, I might be trepidatious. But he does it anyway. And thank goodness for that, because by the time he gets over there and starts bringing the atonement smoke, 14,700 people done been plagued to death. Very, very violent man, Oliver. Very, very violent man. All right. Sinkholes, fire, and plague. I love me some Old Testament justice. Those were the days. Oh, but could we have back the justice of old? Make Israel great again. I think I better stop there. Alright, well, we'll be back soon with a real short chapter, chapter 17, which is all about the priestly rods. That's what it said. Poke the poke to subscribe. Ring the bell to get your notifications. Click the blue thumbs up button to make yours truly happy. Check out the rest of the numbers playlist right over here to be edified and appalled. Y'all take care. Be safe. We will see you again soon.